There comes a time in everybody's life where they have to do something that they just don't want to do, that originally starts off as very super annoying, and then that annoyance ends up turning into just complete hatred for this exact thing that they have to do because people get involved and they do something completely stupid. I'm Jake Spins, and I'm here to explain exactly that here on Spade Gals Original. We also have gaming unboxing on Spade Gals Productions. I do a little shameless plug. But what exactly would that be? Oh boy, that would be the bus. And you might be like, well, Spins? Haven't you talked about the bus already? You already did a short video about how you got sick on the bus and how it was very embarrassing for you. Why are you going back to this topic? Didn't you finish? What? You were only on the bus for 1 year. Yes, calm down. You are correct on that. You are extremely, extremely correct on the fact that, yes, I was only on the bus for 1 year. And yet, I'm able to make not just one story on this, but if I really wanted to, I could make all of these into shorts, but I'm deciding to talk about them now. This is the complete story, well, the complete rest of the story on all the stuff that happened on the middle school bus. To start this off, I need to talk about something that kind of happened in elementary school. I mean, granted, there was this whole religious class that I had to go to that wasn't in my elementary school, but something else. I don't know if I could technically say what it actually is, but within that class, one of the people that I took the class with basically ended up threatening me. Yep, there's going to be another video about that because, oh boy, prequels. You gotta get that moolah on the prequels. The movie companies know, right? Okay, but anyway, on the bus, one of the kids, that kid who ended up threatening my life in that class, ended up specifically sneaking onto my bus just to bother me, just to poke at me, literally just to bully me for no other reason, because apparently he lived close to there. And yes, this completely freaked me out because this was only a few years after, and this kid I just did not like at all. I'm not going to say what his name was. I'm not going to say anything for simplicity because he doesn't even deserve a for simplicity name. He's just that obnoxious. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who would think that. Now, while you'd think this would basically be, oh, so some kid just came onto the bus just to poke fun at you, whatever. Well, with my paranoia, I ended up having my dad come to the bus stop the next morning, so just to make sure that I wasn't going to be beaten up by this kid, because now I knew that, hey, he either lives by me or he's crazy enough to go on the same bus as me and walk 30 minutes just to bother me. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually was the case. Granted, that part was actually short, but I figured I'd put it in anyway. So the next thing is actually the whole thing with my friend, which is also from elementary school. So I used to be his friend. He was actually the friend where I went over to his house and he actually helped me beat the final boss of the SpongeBob game. Not like the really bad one that's like super glitchy. I know the names of these, but like the battle one, I won't say what it actually is just because. But he helped me complete that one, which is clearly the ultimate contract of friendship. Well, he was friends with another friend, and around that time, like around 5th grade, everything kind of just crumbled. It was kind of like everybody that I knew either ended up becoming distant, or any friend that I had just kind of crumpled away and either didn't really see me or just ignored me or just wasn't my friend anymore. And this kind of comes to where with the whole bus thing. So one day I go onto the bus going home, and I see a $20 bill on the ground. As any middle school or any kid would do, they went,
"Oh boy, there's a $20 bill on the ground. I'm rich!"
Like that kind of thing, just internally, not externally. So, as any sane person would do, I end up bending over and I pick up the $20 bill and I put it in my pocket. Literally saw nobody drop it, just saw it on the ground, saw nothing else happen. And this kid, I kid you not, looks at me and goes,
"That's my $20 bill."
And I'm like,
It was on the ground.
Like, it wasn't, like, anywhere near him. Like, it was in the same row. We sat next to each other in the rows, but it was closer to me than it was to him. So logic dictated that it had just been there. Honestly, to this day, I don't know if he actually did drop it or not, but that's not the point. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying anybody's at fault. But what did end up happening was I was like,
But it was on the ground.
There's the rule of finders keepers, That's a thing. I didn't know if it was his money or not. And he was like,
"No, it's my money." But it's on the ground.
Because my brain had that mentality in it at that point. I was still young. We're all still developing. And I kid you not, this kid literally went,
"I'm going to tell the bus driver that you stole $20 from me."
Which, by the way, I don't really want to go to detention for something that I didn't do or get in trouble. I was one of those kids who everybody knew I just didn't want to get in trouble. So this could be easily implemented to make sure that I didn't get this $20. And again, I don't know if it was his or not. I don't know whose it was, but I gave it to him so he wouldn't tell, the driver that I stole $20 from him.